Under the golden chandeliers of the luxurious mansion, a young woman's laughter echoed through the halls, unaware of the betrayal brewing in the shadows. The screech of tires and the explosion of flames marked not just the end of a car, but the erasure of her identity. Her family watched coldly as the fire consumed her past, their secrets buried in the ashes. 15 years later, in a sterile white hospital room, bandages were slowly unwrapped to reveal a face that no one would recognize. The mirror reflected a stranger, her old life erased, her new identity a carefully crafted mask. The pain of betrayal burned brighter than the fire that once tried to claim her. Dressed in sleek black, she walked into the corporate empire her family had built, her heels clicking like a ticking time bomb. The boardroom fell silent as she introduced herself under a new name. Their eyes held no recognition, only the arrogance of those who had forgotten their sins. The ink on the contract was still fresh when she set it ablaze, watching their $1 million deal turn to smoke. Their shocked expressions were her first taste of vengeance. The fire in her heart mirrored the flames devouring their greed, piece by piece. At the family dinner, her uncle's gaze lingered too long, his fork trembling. "You remind me of someone," he muttered. The air grew thick with tension as she sipped her wine, her eyes locking with his, daring him to remember what they had buried. Memories flashed, her father's cold order, her brother's hands on the steering wheel, the deliberate crash. The present blurred with the past as she realized they hadn't just taken her face. They had stolen her life, and now she would take everything from them. The man she thought loved her stood in the downpour, his voice breaking as he betrayed her plan to the family. "You're insane," he spat. She smiled, because insanity was the only sane response to a world that had shattered her twice. Crystal glasses clinked under the chandeliers, the family toasting to their new fortune. Little did they know, the poison in their champagne was her final gift. She watched, silent, as their laughter turned to choking gasps. Justice at last tasted bittersweet. In the quiet of her study, she traced the scars beneath her new face. The accident had been her escape all along, her own rebirth orchestrated. The family had played their part perfectly. The mirror reflected not a victim, but a puppeteer. The mansion was hers now, its halls echoing with ghosts. She sat on her father's chair, the weight of her vengeance heavy on her shoulders. The silence was deafening. She had won. So why did it feel like she had lost herself in the fire?